There were three teams battling it out, but Newcastle United and Norwich City are the final two teams to be relegated from the Premier League this season. Sunderland have survived after beating Everton 3-0 at home. A woeful Everton, I must say. And Norwich, despite beating Watford 4-2, were unable to get the points to keep them up. Let's start with Norwich City, a team who have been up and down. This is the fourth time they've been relegated from the Premier League. A yo-yo club, if ever there was one, but a team that gave their all for the manager, a young manager, a bright manager, a guy who's changed the way the team's played on several different occasions. Sometimes it's worked, too many times I'm afraid it hasn't. Jack Reeve from TalkNorwichCity was at the game yesterday, and these are his thoughts on Norwich City going down.
Ball Street, hello, my name's Jack Reeve, coming over from TalkNorwichCity. Tonight Norwich City have been relegated. We won the game 4-2, put up a really good performance actually. A lot of players out there wanting to play Premier League football next season. Obviously it's not going to be with us, so they decided to put a performance up to try and get a transfer, I think. Nathan Redmond, fantastic. Ivor Pinto, fantastic. Diamersi and Bacani, fantastic. Watford, already on the beach. First of all, I'm going to say well done to Sunderland. It shows that if you've got a decent striker, an experienced manager, you're probably going to stay in this league, and they've done all they've needed to do. I genuinely can't believe that Newcastle, with the team they've got, have been relegated with us and Aston Villa. At the end of the day, we didn't have the quality out there. Newcastle did have the quality, and to be honest, it's embarrassing that they have gone down. Not so much for us, we gave it our all at times. We've just got the recruitment wrong. That's been shown with our chief executive leaving. That's the main thing that Norwich City fans know, that where we've gone wrong this season. The recruitment has been poor, and it's been a big portion of the board's fault that the reason we're going down this season. We haven't learned, we haven't progressed since 2012, 2013, the last time we were in this league. So, a disappointing night for Norwich City fans. I'm positive we'll bounce straight back. If we get the summer right, we get the signings in. It's been a long, tough season. I didn't think we'd go down. If we beat Sunderland here a couple of weeks ago, we would have stayed up. But it's big moments that we've bottled this season. That's the reason we're going down. Summer recruitment poor, bottled the big moments. And to be honest, do many of the players really want to be fighting for Premier League football? To me, it didn't look like it throughout the majority of this season.
So Norwich City fans, of course, distraught that their team have gone down again, but they understand what's happened. Ultimately, they just didn't have enough quality. And as Jack said, the recruitment, it has to be spot on when you haven't got the money of the likes of the teams like the next one we're going to talk about, Newcastle United. And if you don't recruit properly, then you're going to end up going down, I'm afraid. Newcastle United, let's get onto them. Just incredible. They've spent more money, a bigger net spend than any team in the Premier League, apart from Man City this season. It's a team of individuals, and for me, the main problem has always been the defence. It lacks leaders, it lacks quality, it lacks cohesion, and the person to blame for that has to be Steve McClaren. Steve McClaren came into the job after a terrible run with Derby. He'd done well initially with a good impact. He is a good coach, but isn't that manager when things aren't going your way. And things didn't go their way. Despite spending the money, the recruitment has been woeful. All Newcastle United fans, I think, would agree with that. But Steve McClaren wasn't able to get the best out of that team. And the difference probably between Sunderland and Newcastle is the fact that Rafa Benitez, a manager who gets football, who's able to get a team defending well and in a compact fashion, he turned up in March, not in October. If he turned up in October, there is no way, in my opinion, that Newcastle United will be playing Championship football next season. As I say, Sam Allardyce is the one that's probably got to get the most credit for Sunderland. He is that man. If you need to stay in the Premier League, he will do it for you. He did it with West Ham, he did it with Blackburn, he did it with Bolton, and now he's done it with Sunderland. He knows the job, he knows the kind of players you need, he knows the kind of camaraderie a team needs to accumulate enough points to stay up. 35 points in the 29 games that he's managed them this season, has been able to keep them up. And they've only lost once since February. That was against Leicester City. You've also got to give credit to Jermaine Defoe. 15 goals. That was ultimately probably the difference. I think the midfield players can only give you so much. You need a quality striker to stay in this division and a solid back four. Allardyce has dealt with that with the back four. Bringing in Kone has been a huge player for them. And Arnholt is a good player. John O'Shea, you know what you're going to get from him. But in Jermaine Defoe, those 15 goals at the age of 33 have been just indispensable to Sunderland's cause. For more reaction to Norwich City's relegation, head over to Talk Norwich City and subscribe to Jack's channel. It's always great content there. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and let us know in the comments below what's gone wrong at Newcastle United, what Norwich City lacked to keep them up in the Premier League, and what did Sunderland have that the other two didn't. Let us know in the comments below, and remember to subscribe to the Ball Street channel.